I'm divorced. I used to teach ballroom dancing. I don't anymore, but I still love to go out dancing.
I have borderline personality disorder. I'm also bipolar.
You like to dance?
No.
How long you been dancing?
My whole life.
It shows.
Thank you. You don't think I'm too old for you?
Nope, you're just my type. So we gonna close this tonight, or?
Awesome, Jack. We gotta do it again sometime.
We'll see. I gotta get going.
Hi. I was hoping to meet the guy that danced earlier. He was amazing.
You literally just missed him.
The year almost ends.
Yeah, I know. It went so fast.
You're going to meet the love of your life.
I am?
Yes, by midnight on New Year's Eve.
Is that so?
Did you have fun last night?
I met this old woman who told me that I was going to meet the love of my life before the end of the year. 4 days left after tonight, the exact day of your wedding and the last night of the year.
What do you think? Your soulmate just gonna walk by the office?
Did some old lady say this?
Yes.
It's so random.
Well, I went through a divorce, and only now am I ready to start dating again.
I am finally putting you on a dating app.
No.
Hey, dude, you must be Jake.
Jack.
Joe?
You wanna dance?
Trying to go this way.
You want to go somewhere and see who really bleeds?
I've been dying to see this movie. Some sex after this, right?
I want to meet the love of my life.
Wanna dance?
And this week has assured me that that is never going to happen.
My dating life has been a little precarious.
Maybe I should keep this one. Tie him up, gag his mouth.
I'm gonna get another drink.
I mean, I did stab my last boyfriend.
I give up. Maybe I just want somebody to dance with. No complications, no commitments.
You need to meet my friend Jill. She's going through the same thing.
She'll be at the wedding.
Yeah, she's the maid of honor.
Is it me, Amy?
Yes, it's you. You gotta settle.
I am not going to settle.
Hey, listen, I have a girl here that wants to meet you.
But
hang on, I'm gonna put her on. That's great.
Hello? He hung up.
What?
Yeah, it's the story of my life.
Look, Jack, say the girl that saw you dance that night is your soulmate.
Mind if I sit here?
That would mean you're destined to bump into her again.
Jack, we need to talk right now.
You wanna bring a knife to a gunfight? I'm gonna go up on the bar. I'm gonna run and jump into your arms.
You sure that's a good idea?
You didn't catch me.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Ask Me to Dance in theaters now, y'all. As of October 7th, it will be arriving to digital and video on demand on November 8th, the day right before my birthday. So, hey, if you're going to give me a birthday present, scoop this up for me so I can check it out all the time. And anyway, here you go. I have a special guest, Tom Malloy, the writer, director, the star of Ask Me to Dance. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it, Tom.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Fantastic. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, congrats. The film is now available to everyone. How did this come together? When I was doing some of my research to be a good host and, and show you all the love and light, I saw that you used to dance. You used to teach dancing. Yep. This is your first time directing. Tell me all the nuggets, all the inspo that came into you laying down the pencil and putting Ask Me to Dance together.
Sure. Yeah, no, God, I started ballroom dancing in like 1997. And then in maybe within 2 years of that, I saw this dance called West Coast Swing that wasn't like the big band acrobatic swing. It was a smooth kind of slinky dance that danced to hip hop and pop and R&B and blues. And so I was like, that's going to be my dance. And I just learned for years from the world champion at the time, Robert Royston. And then the shorter story, as far as the film goes, was that I made a movie called Love and Dancing. And it was a different director, Rob Iscove. I wrote it and produced it. I was in it with Amy Smart, Betty White. I got to dance with Betty White. But it wasn't my vision. That was awesome. It wasn't my vision, though. And it fell into that category of dance films where somebody learns dancing, it changes their life, which is like 90% of all dance films. So I thought, let me do something different. I went back to comedy. As an actor and a producer and a writer, I'd really never branded myself. I'd done horror movies, dramas, thrillers. And so I'd been doing comedy in front of crowds since I was 11 years old. So I went back and said, let's just do something really fun, like a really, really laugh out loud funny dating comedy with some great dancing. And then basically the dancing exists in that world. Like anybody can dance in that world. And that's what's fun about it.
I love it. And the trailer shows that and reflects that. It shows so much heart. Just, You want to exist in that world, man. So digging it very much. And I love that Briana Evigan is in this. Your co-star in this. I had I'm come from a dancer background as well. I'm a filmmaker as well. I last worked with her on I think it was Step Up to the Streets is when I met her. And I think that's when I stopped dancing, because I used to be one of those battlers. So it's great to see Briana in this. Tell me what it was like working with her and building this Jack and Jill relationship as per the trailer.
Yes, I mean, she was so great, and I knew obviously she could dance from being the stars in the Step Up movies, and but what I didn't know is that she had great comic timing, and she's this beautiful smile. So she was fantastic from the start. And it's funny you mentioned Jack and Jill, because the type of dance in West Coast Swing, there's a native type of competition called a Jack and Jill dance, which means you don't know your partner and you don't know the music. So you pick the name out of the hat, and it's like, oh, Tom's dancing with Briana, and then you have to make up a routine on the spot. You listen, you make it up. And that really only happens in West Coast Swing, and that's why the characters are named Jack and Jill, because it's kind of like random how they meet. But you mentioned hip hop, and hip hop is that very challenging battle, like in your face type of thing. And I love it, but I also love the connection of a dance like West Coast Swing or salsa merengue, where it's about lead follow, and it's just so different. And it's more about love and less about, challenge.
I'm with that. I echo that. Well, I love the freestyle that is like hip hop and everything else with that. But no, I definitely adore that. And I appreciate that, because it takes a lot of time and energy and practice. I love it. Dance is in my heart. Dance is what got me into filmmaking through Thriller, watching the behind the scenes making of that. And now seeing, you being of all genres, kind of bringing this into the fold. I love that you're a filmmaker bringing your dance passions into it. Tell me about getting some of this additional cast members that I noticed is a wild list of different people that you got involved with this.
Well, there's some people that I knew that I was, I didn't know personally, but I was fans of, like Mario Cantone. I always thought was very funny. And I'd seen him live stand up, and I knew his manager. But some of the other people, like, Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company, she's Janet from Three's Company. I knew she was going to be hilarious, and she was. And then there's other people like Catherine Mary Stewart from Weekend at Bernie's. I've done 5 films with her. So there's a lot of people, even in this movie. Gabe Jarrett, the star of the movie Real Genius back in the day, he's in it. David Josh Lawrence. And these are people that I work with repeatedly, which is very funny, because it just shows how much I love them and I love their talent. They're friends, but I think the talent almost exceeds the friendship in some ways. So yeah,
I dig that. You also got some guy named Ron Newcomb involved, and I don't know how you got him. I've known him for a long time. So
no way.
Congrats on that.
Ron was the absolutely most liked person on the set, and that's tough to be when you're a line producer, because you're usually telling people no a lot. But he's just such an honest guy, former DC cop, former Marine, and I had spoken at his event called the VIP Film Summit. And he told me that he was throwing the event because he wanted to make some more connections. And so it's funny, when I called him and asked him to be the line producer/producer of the movie, he said, I said, hey, you were right about bringing me down there. it got you some connections. So that was pretty cool. I was
love
happy.
it. Well, shout out to my man, Ron. Just had to throw that in there, because just all the amazing people you had involved in it. It was like such a small world. I dig it.
And Kurt Angle too, which was so random. You know what I mean? It was just great to have Kurt Angle, the WWE champion.
Oh yeah. As the wrestling fan, me adored that. So shout out on that. So you're directing on this one. You wrote it. So we're in production. We're making it happen. What was that experience like? So like, do you think you're going to do it again? Because you put on a lot of hats, and that can be challenging at times. So can we talk on that?
Yes, 100%. I really want to direct again. I want to do another comedy. I'm branding myself only as a comedy director. So people think comedy, they go, oh, Tom Malloy, that's the guy. And the acting thing, even in this movie, initially I wasn't going to play the role. I wanted to direct. And the role, it was like, we had only a certain amount of budget, and we had to have Mario and Briana, and we started to pay all these people. And then it's like, we needed 4 qualifications. We needed somebody that was funny. And it's like, okay, I've been doing my comedy my whole life, but there's a lot of funny male actors, but funny and can dance. And it's like, all right, that narrows the field. But then funny can dance, and I'll do it for like, $100 a day. It was like, all right, that's pretty much, I think, just narrowed the field down to me. But, so bottom line is, this movie that I'm putting together with a producer friend that I've been working with for a long time, called The It Guy, is just pure comedy. It's not about me acting in it. It's about the directing part of it. So There's stuff in the future that way. The biggest challenge for this was me being on screen, but I had my best buddy, David Josh Lawrence, as a second unit director watching me when I was on screen. And then we'd have the first thing I'd do is walk off and we'd have like a little powwow about the scene and then do it again. So it's pretty cool.
Well, I hope we don't lose you as an actor. For everybody that just saw the trailer just now, I'm sure they're gonna be like, no, because you gave such face. You know, as a filmmaker, I'm like, I want to see expressions, and you were killing it, man. And so you are multi-talented. Please don't go away from us with all of that talent. Now that the film is coming out it's out everywhere as of I'm launching this interview. What do you hope is the message and people get from Ask Me to Dance?
So we had a review, the first review, Rotten Tomatoes, and it was 9 out of 10. And it was obviously a fresh, so we're 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes right now. But it was really cool because he got it and he said that it was like a throwback to maybe the 1950s Bogey and McCall movies. But at the same time, it was laugh out loud funny. So what I would love is for people to go escape and just have an amazing time watching the film, laugh out loud. You know, to me, it's theater. You know, it's like when you go to the theater for a comedy, that's the best place to see it because there's 300 people and it's an energy of everybody laughing and that's contagious. But at the same time, you just start to maybe fall in love with the process of falling in love again. And it could inspire some people that way. And they want to learn how to dance after they watch the movie.
I love it. I completely agree. This is that type of a film that you want, that theatrical experience, date night experience. To me, totally date night movie. I'm definitely going to holler at my wife. Hey, let's check this out and, you know, reminisce when I used to dance and I could break it down. Now I got a bad back.
That's okay. Well, you know what's so funny? Dan used to go to ballroom because it's like, you know, hip hop was definitely, I'd say, harder on your body. You know, that I've seen people that put ballroom dancing in their 90s, you know, and that could still do it because it's not as, you know, you're not picking up people and you're not, you know, you're not doing any b-boy things in there. And it's just a lot easier, I guess, as you get older. And,
the b-boying can be a problem, but Tom, you are amazing, dude. Checking you out. Love your websites. Love everything. When I was doing my homework on you, you're really killing it. Right now you're putting the word out about Ask Me to Dance, but I also looked at the IMDb. Can we throw some love before I let you go on some of these other projects that you got getting ready to come out as well?
Yes, in I guess it was February this year, we shot a film called Trauma Therapy Psychosis. It was myself, Charlie Shrem, who was the EP of this movie, was also the EP of that movie, and Courtney Warner, who was fantastic in Ask Me to Dance, was even better in Trauma Therapy Psychosis. And it was my first sequel, which is cool. I did a movie called Trauma Therapy, and I played kind of an evil Tony Robbins. And man, that was fun. And it was just so fun revisiting that role. And because it's like, we just turned this up to 11, you know, in the sequel. And it's just like, these people go to retreat to get over their problems, and they encounter basically an evil Tony Robbins that just goes to extreme measures to try to get them over their problems. And it's super fun if you like that kind of movie. It's definitely a triggering movie.
I dig that. Well, everybody, tune into my other interview with Charlie and Courtney on the channel. I'll have that as well, talking about Ask Me to Dance. So that was a great segue. There's some socials that my people can, well, I know them, but for those that are listening to me while driving right now, I will have the links in the description below. But for those that may be listening and driving at the same time, how can they reach out to you on the socials and follow everything you're doing?
Awesome, man. Well, on Twitter, I'm Tommy Malloy. Somebody took Tom Malloy, but and then on Instagram, I'm just Tom Malloy. That's TOMMALLOY. And then I love everybody to, if they're looking to find where the theaters are, to go to askmetodancemovie.com, which lists all the theaters. It'll list all the VOD platforms ultimately. But for all I can say is if they're listening to this, the opening weekend is crucial to films like this that are not these major studio blockbusters. So please try to go Friday or Saturday opening weekend. You will not be disappointed. You will have a great time. And I think you'll just have a fantastic movie experience.
I completely agree. All the love and light to you, Tom. Thank you for your time, everybody. I will have the links in the description below. Make sure you go get your tickets, follow Tom, and let's support him as Ask Me to Dance is in theaters right now. Go check it out. All right, y'all. Tom Malloy, your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
Not bad, but I'm sorry. You're going to have to do a lot better than that to take my title. I don't even need to dance. What are y'all talking about? I'm a professional dancer. I'm so confident I can take this title. You can put me with anyone in this club, and I'll still win the competition. Hey, you. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. I'm looking right at you.
Oh, my name's Jack.
Jack, my name's Samantha. It seems we have a little problem here. I got to run in my mouth saying I could win this contest with anyone in here, so I'm afraid you're gonna have to dance with me.
But I'm not supposed to be here. No.
That's obvious. DJ, give us something to dance to.
Oh no, I feel so bad for him.
Got no place that I can call home. Got no taste for fancy
What happened? Wow. Take a
let it be alone. 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 I don't need you. I ain't bleeding. I don't care. Got no cars, cause everything